And then so we sending these off. I always like wonder because I don't look at too much of how I've put something in something. So I end up like sending it and not sure if I did it in the right channel or not. Doing that one and then that one. Anyway, that should be everything set up. From last time, there are a lot of things have changed. Not story-wise, really. I actually went to a training post and they caused one of the story events to go off, but it was something that was bound to happen anyway. I didn't realize what I had to go for it. But anyway, so I've made changes. You may have noticed the building in the back there, as well as there's been some other adjustments to my base. I basically got rid of the not get rid of the stairs here, but like, I changed it to be a spare room to use for something at some point. Ooh. Thank you, G, for the follow. Hope you're doing okay. There's basically a bit of a Dune addict. So what you have, like, for example, with Liz, where she likes to play Faz, and she says about how she gets quite addicted to Faz. I get addicted to Dune. I do love Faz though. It's normally a game where like I feel like I go like too overboard. There's for adjustments, I've kind of like only just realizing like that being offline. That's fine. It's supposed to look like that, but yeah, it's supposed to look like that. Got the assault here, and I've moved like most of my storage down here, so it doesn't want to like glitch me into the build Doom for you. Hi Yui. I see you got your daily as well. I think I got like the X kind of threw me off. Also, thank you, Cheap, for getting your daily as well. I may or may not have been like doing it last night, and then I kind of just expanded and expanded and expanded this. So with the Spice Refinery, got the Advanced Survival one, which I thought I was gonna use to make a lot of epic stuff, and it's like limited what I can actually make. I'll probably be going into some of these space stations because basically I got this space now. But I'm going to be crafting ideally, or hopefully at some point, a carrier, which plastinium or the amount of that and spice I'm going to need is going to make me regret choices in life. Because that means I need to like, let's see, just for spice alone, it's 750 water, and 18 stuff. That's right, you. Maybe have something nice to drink. I hope it's a nice tea. My preference for tea tends to be like Earl Grey, and kind of like milky tea, milky teas. Like, I'm not a big fan of boba. I got confused my first first time I had a boba. I was really confused about the balls inside, so I was like, there going like, wait, why has this tea got balls in it? Please, I'm probably gonna go to the like, well, actually, now that you're good idea actually to work out what I need to grab next. Because the thing is, like, for fabrication, I've now got this. I could try making the vehicle, or I could try making the advanced. That's like a lot of resources. I'm like in my head, I'm like, the smarter thing to do would be, if I basically just grind resources with the assault. I think that's going to be like the best way around it. I'm just gonna me forget my inventory full of stuff. Let's quickly sort that out. It's like I tend to forget that I pick up items. So I was doing like one. Actually, what I could do is I could do house missions. I was having like an issue where it wouldn't let me. I just remembered something else I did that was dumb. It wouldn't let me advance some things because like I didn't. I can't do like higher levels of these things. Can you apparently have a higher house rating, or like my rank for house has to be higher. But what I remember, and also I remember to drink water. So in here, people may not know because of I did this off stream. When I was making the assault, I basically was also just realized you got first as well. Congratulations on that. But basically, when I was making this assault, I was scraping together to get the materials, and literally like destroyed. I was like, oh no, two of the things I built, it didn't build. It screwed me. It took my resources and left me. It took the kids, kind of thing, and then it just like ended up realizing when I went for a chest that I did have them already, and then I was like, shit. Oh well. I think I might be able to recycle them, but I just don't think I'll get all my materials back. Actually, what if I have my guy just like glitching out for a minute? I guess what I should do is let's get the assault now, and then I enter my infantry. I did. I think what I do is I'm gonna go deep desert first. I'm gonna get some titanium and sterilium, whatever it's called, and then basically while I grab those. Wait a minute, I've literally forgot my brain cells. I was like, I'm gonna put a body in the dehydrator, and then I forgot that my inventory was filled, so I went to empty it, and then I completely forgot exactly what I was doing. Also, until I get my hanger, I might just use this. Just so then, like, I can actually park this without having issues. I might need to make this taller from the looks of it. So I'm gonna click, literally forget what I've just said. I'm gonna, like, or I forget. I've only got one body. I should look for some donations around, so I can have that going while I'm gone. The other problem is like it may not let me actually put body in if I got too much water storage. So the solution to that is I use it all, because it's either you use it or you lose it. I think I might do that for now. Then what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to Sandstorm B. Pretty far away. It's getting closer though, so let's head out. Because it was not fun to make the assault. It cost a lot of materials. And it was like a long time of grinding. And the sad thing on that is this is like much more easier than making the next stage. It's just delirium. It's not going to cost me like over 1,000 for like an ingot of water. So I'd like debate just putting up like more blood purifiers and carrying more blood bags and stuff. But I'm just like they're going like essentially my whole inventory needs to be just blood bags. I just realized ads were playing. Because I need to pay attention more to that. I literally like made things to tell me like when ads are gonna out and when they've ended, and I still keep on like forgetting them. Also, I just had my house officer not long come. and it was like, gee, am I going deep desert? Do I quickly go to? I'll go to testing station quickly. I'll go to testing station, and then after testing station, I'll go to. I'm gonna say probably. I don't know. Probably test station, then deep desert, and then essentially just use my salt to store all the heavy items, and I'll just carry the light ones. But yeah, my house officer came. I was expecting him to like complain about sort of house, like, oh, this has got dust on it, or like, oh, you've got too many items in this room, or blah 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 sort of stuff. Ends up for most of it, he was like, oh yeah, like I'm hoping to close the case soon. Like, oh, that's nice after like X amount of years. Like this all started from like sort of like my mum like had a stroke at one point, and they sent in some people to help her, and those people that helped her put in complaints to the council, and then the council then started up like every at that point it was like every few months like checks, and then it went more frequent after we got like pets, and then yeah, which not been a fun experience, but at least he's actually like calmed it a little bit. Yeah, this is where I have to increase my faction rank. I want to have stronger. I know, like, BB's been like doing faction missions. I also need to do main mission as well. It's just that I know going to like to Harako Village tends to screw me a little bit on performance. It's also why I don't have my like model on for Dune. I don't really want it to be lagged. Is like I like how this doesn't change the layout at all, so it's literally the same layout every time. He's like B was saying about us going to one of the science stations in Deep Desert before. But we ended up having like a game, so we ended up not actually getting around to doing it. Be nice to do though. Let's actually reload this so that's ready. Identify yourself. He's like, when it comes to enemies in this game, it's literally just like pattern recognizing a pattern. Like you go into here, and then instead of knifing you, the gun people or the knife people are more likely just to try shooting you. Then there's gonna be a knife guy that's trying to hide around this corner, I believe it is. Yeah. And he can't actually stab me, so he's gonna try shooting me. Which means he drops his shield, and then I jump up on here, start shooting me. God, I love the enemy sort of brain. And also, there's only like 2 doors they come in and out of, and it's a small room, so you know, he's probably gonna be still around this corner. Then realize he can't kill me. You gotta love the predictability in the game. The thing is, like, the only ones I can't really cheese too much is the flamethrower guys. It's like the strategy with them, but when they have like a lot of health, and you can't deal the damage to kill them quickly, you're kind of like having to sort of mediate the damage they're going to cause you. But the thing is, in this game, what I found is like the most dangerous thing is literally just like damage that it's like effects like poison or poison or bleeding. There's anything in the back there. Yeah, luckily there's not. Well, I kind of wish there's more chests or like more loot in the chest. It's like when we were getting pumped yesterday, me and not a flame. Do you know, actually, because I got Ark installed, I was originally going to play Ark if I was playing Dune yesterday. But then it's also, I had to stop playing Dune yesterday because I had to get ready for my housing officer. So because I had to get ready for the housing officer, I was like there going like, oh well, because I had to stop playing Dune yesterday. I had to like, yeah, I had to make it up somehow, right? Also, me and BB have also now made the large vehicle, so like the large vehicle, uh, crafter. Oh, I forgot I was supposed to be at the top there. I'm stupid. So the thing is, like, we looked at what it cost to make a carrier and a sand crawler, and God, I feel more pain than I did when I saw you get wormed before and you lost your sandcrawler. I didn't realize how hard you had to work to get that. Like just making like the plastinin like a note like alone is Jesus, it's so much. Also, another thing was I was basically speaking to BB yesterday. We were talking about like the idea of the private server, like your private server, and we were saying about how we might start as like fresh characters on your one. At least like that's what we were thinking about. The thing is, like, one of the things we were worried about is basically moving from like public to private, and then basically having like, sort of like, sort of moving back from private to public, where you can't move back to public. Or like, what we might try doing instead is like we might just like start with new characters, and then like kind of just go between the two characters. Also, another thing I was thinking of was basically like having this as a split stream. So basically, do a few things in Dune. Cause to be honest, like, my options for getting stuff done right is kind of grinding for hours, and I don't really like the idea of having that as a stream, or people just watching me grind. Especially I can't use the buggy, so it's like not efficient as much. So I was thinking like, yeah, I'll basically switch around. So I'll basically play a bit of Dune. After I've done this like station, I'll probably like do. Originally I was gonna go deep desert, but like now as I think of it, like I could probably just do that off stream. And then I could probably actually just join the Ark server, to be honest. But like while I was downloading Ark, I was also trying to look up for any exploit. Almost walked straight into that. I was like trying to look about like any exploits for like that could help me catch up to where you and Wa were. If not, like I doubt I'm really gonna catch up in Ark. But yeah, like I don't think I'm gonna be catching up to where you guys are. I feel like the amount of time that you guys already like I know Wa's been playing like other games as well. Like he's been playing like Elden Ring, he's been playing well right now he hasn't played Solaris in a little bit, but I think that's because like where it comes to like he mentioned it himself when he was playing with Colour about how he doesn't think Solaris is much of a streaming game. He said about like how he's not sure if like it opens itself up more like that good for being for streaming, but yeah. So I'm not sure what I plans to do more streams or not on it, or if he's just gonna play it in free time or whatever he ends up doing. But yeah, up to him. Uh, yeah, like I know like recently he's been playing like uh Elden Ring. He was playing yesterday in the Ark. So Evolve. I don't know if he's been playing anything else. It's like occasionally I'll see, it'll say to me like, oh, that he's got more hours in Dune, and I'll be like that guy and like, oh, I didn't realize he has. Sorry, just really want to get those items. As I didn't mean to hit that button. Yeah, I kind of like to name this guy Derek because Derek annoyed me quite a bit trying to do his missions. I think my best time in this so far is being about 8 minutes. Rather than not die. I picked up his body, but like I don't really need it too much. Yeah. Basically, wow. What do you do? You know, like I want to do some story stuff, so I'm not like just kind of stuck. I basically, if I do story stuff outside of stream, it's normally either by accident or I kind of like was there going like it's probably nothing too big. See, like having the body is a bit of a problem when taking stuff. Take the band. Yeah, take those ones. It's like after this, let's see. I've got 4 of the overclocked ones. Like that's something I wanted. I'd rather, if I could, I'd love it if Dune allowed you to have like a copy of like a character that you could transfer over to private. I don't know. I feel like that actually wouldn't work too well. I was gonna go to Deep Desert, but I think I'm probably actually gonna go to Arrakis Village. Just do like some main mission quickly. But like, I need to get the main mission, and I need to get the house missions up. I need the house missions so I can actually do more at the science stations or the testing stations. At least that's what it said. My fraction power had to be better or something for me to do higher levels. It's like there's like a lot of things I want to do, but I'm just like it's like scrambling for time to do it all. But it's like I'm not like WoW where he can just stream for like 7+ hours sometimes without like sort of seemingly taking a break. I tend to like sort of if it was like me playing without streaming, I'd probably end up just like at some point just watching like an hour like YouTube video or have like a YouTube video or something playing in the background while I'm doing stuff. But also, I can't really be doing when streaming because it also takes up too many resources. Like, if I try to open up VTuber Studio, it's gonna immediately like start lagging the stream. Hey, Donald. I had like a weird thing yesterday. He started jumping about really crazily, and I was like there going like, Jesus, what's the wrong? I think he like somehow caught himself on himself. Like I had it before where I had one cat where like he got stuck on like inside a blanket. I had a random number call me, and I don't answer random numbers. The thing is, like, I only answer the phone if I know the person, or if it has like caller ID and it actually shows up as something I'm expecting. I guess it's over here. I need that voice thing. So it's just lower down. Like, this is why I don't get when people call me, right? The thing is, like, I don't do good when people call me out of the blue. I do best if I know someone's call me or plan to call me. Like, it actually annoys me a little bit when I get like phone calls, and then it's just like, hey, yeah, so we want to talk to you about like a phone upgrade or some shit, and I'm like, why are you talking to me?
You.
Wrong person.
Your face is known to me. Why do you meddle in my affairs? You forget yourself, plebeian. It is for I, the superior in social standing, to present the interrogatives.
And
Withdraw from my presence.
I'm
What
supposed
now?
to like
Why do I seek whom? I have never
name
heard that name
out of
before.
any
Nor do I seek
is
whoever
that
they
familiar
are.
to you.
And I find it difficult to believe your impertinence. I hunt a renegade. We would have had her when should I have withdraw from...
Not like wait, if she's hunting her, isn't she literally around the fucking corner? It's like going like, oh, when I get my hands on her, just goes around like the entrance and just down the alleyway. Is she like first person just standing there?
You're back. Who is it then? How did you come by this information? Tessia Vanius. Now that Lady Fenring knows I'm here, it'll only be a matter of time until she turns her attention to me. That is a relief. Let us conclude your training and then you can go. I have many new things to puzzle over.
So I got a skill and I got maybe quite a few things on that. Also, I didn't realize I could do these here. I might as well just get these done. There you go. But yeah, it's just like I don't use this type of gun. Though to be honest, though, it does do a lot of damage. But like my one does 400, and then I think mine causes bleed if I remember correctly. These like not my favorite type of weapon. I'm kind of very like static on shotguns and pistols. Before my PC starts to lag, let's actually uh, Santa Sandvish.
Oh, look, the kitten is back.
Oh wait,
Do we
something
have
else I can do
business?
now is this. I basically was originally going to have it as a way just to switch around what side of the screen that Fuji's on. And then I was like thinking about it, and I was like, technically I'm going to have to do adjustments to it anytime I have to. So I'll just have that as like a button that just flips me, so I just don't have to flip the sort of screen.
Fenring has gone silent, which means important matters require his attention. So for now, kitten, there's nothing to say. Fenring owes us all something, but I don't know where he is. Come back later and we'll see what we can do about it. Dangerous to speak that name aloud. Even here, beneath the cone of silence. You understand that we are not official. We are the hidden hand.
This is about
Our
sort of
connection
past
offers
what I
no
know.
protection. Only the danger of discovery and a slow death at the hands of those who would thwart the Imperium's interests.
You're saying here, you're not telling me.
Someone is killing his agents, picking us off one by one. So when I tell you to be careful, I mean it. You're my favorite kitten, after all. Well, I didn't ask. I'll have my men take you to him. His instructions are clear. We need to blindfold you first. See? I told you I had a ribbon for you, didn't I, kitten?
I don't know if I can refuse the... I'm assuming if I say no to the blindfold, it's just like straight up like, okay, well, I can't take you to him then.
Such trust. I promise not to take advantage of it.
I don't believe that. Like, for some reason, just the camera goes silent.
Ah, my favorite assassin. I must confess that reading Alara's reports is a rare pleasure. Except this last report. You entered the ruins of old Carthage, accompanied by the outlaw Xantara, and you returned alone. Tell me, what happened down there?
By my hand, I want my million Stellaris. Describe and the events so I couldn't break the compulsion. I tried, I killed him. To be honest, I wasn't really like he was royal blood. I've slain, but not on my own volition. As of my mental state confirms external compulsion. See, I don't know what one to choose from here. Like, I feel like the game would already give me Solaris for completing it, or something like that. And it's just like, I don't know what like with the Mentat one. I've named Satar, but not my own volition. So my mental state confirms external compulsion.
As a mentat, your mind is a fortress built on logic and reason. Yet even the most impregnable fortress conceals hidden gates. Tell me what transpired. Spare no detail.
Events that
The
transpired.
Beni Tlilax, a nest of spiders that burned
Like, I don't trust
with
this
old
guy, to be
Carthage.
frank with you.
Or so I thought. And you, a Gola, the flesh of the fallen, reborn. Fascinating. Your service has earned you answers. Ask.
To be honest, I do want to know why you got me to...
They were the first sign that the Beni Tlilax were not done with Arrakis. My agents began reporting stir-ups among the minor power players. We quickly discovered that these were Tlilax agents, but that they were Gola was unexpected. Nevertheless, I could not allow them to destabilize the region. We must each do our part, and the spice must flow.
The problem with him saying that, though, is I could believe greed, betraying them, to some extent, going like, screw it, I'm just gonna like live for my own pleasure. When it comes to paranoid, like, I think I remember her saying about how like, she did all everything she was asked, before we killed her. So it just makes me feel like, could she? Well, I guess like she tried to like, she couldn't do the initial mission, I guess, and tried to like make a substitute. Like I can't find the Furman, but I can create them, is what she said, or create something like it, or create. Yeah, it's something along those lines. So I'm like, they're going like, okay, so Does that mean like that's like the fact that she tried to like copy what the people that made us are doing, but just like in a smaller formality? I don't know.
Years ago, my informants traced some unusual activity in Carthage to a Bene Tleilaxu lab. Before we could investigate further, the city was destroyed. The
Oh, and
destruction
add
of
to the
old
plan.
Carthage is considered a terrible accident. But was it? I believe it was the Tleilaxu who destroyed the city. A monstrous choice. Destroying innocent lives to cover their profane works.
One, I know we've ads to go through. B, I didn't trust what he said. I don't trust that he's like, oh, innocent people dying. Like, if you really cared about the innocent people, you'd be trying to take out all the different bandit camps and stuff. Or like to try to stop the infighting between the houses and getting them to deal with the things affecting the innocent people. Not mention like I feel like they would be throwing their power around a lot more to do certain goals. Just waiting for the thing to confirm the ads have finished. Uh, Hopefully it shouldn't be too much longer. But it's about like 90 seconds, and I feel like yap for like 90 seconds. I've yapped long enough for like a Dune update. I've yapped long enough to install another game before. Also, on like download, I didn't realize Ark was so big. Like I didn't realize it was like 57 gigabytes. But it's like it's downloaded.
Unlike clones, who are grown from living cells, Gola are grown from the flesh of one who has died. The process of doing
I'm not even
so
technically
is
clone,
knowledge
I'm
known
scientific
only
adjacent
to the
it.
Bene Tleilax. They make a fortune dealing their blasphemous wares across the Imperium. Spoiled Na Familia will pay extraordinary sums to have their favorite pet or retainer resurrected. But they are never quite the same. No Gola has the memories of its original host. No Gola remembers who they are. If you value the past or the mind, then Gola are worthless.
The thing though, what I don't get right is when it comes to Gola or whatever. I remember hearing someone say about how we are made up of multiple dead people, and I wonder if like we may not have like the memories of this certain person, but I wonder if it's like it's kind of like a mixture of memories or stuff. Like some memories might linger from different bodies potentially that they used to make the Gola. Also, when it comes to where we are right now as well, it's like uh, well, we divide like the voice. Well, like, the voice that controlled us before is dead, but then it kind of makes me wonder if like if we're just a product about like there being other people that control us for the voice. Like if we see his face, we try to kill ourselves. And then it's like I'm also like wondering like when it comes to. I was like, welcome back, you. I'm also wondering, cool. They mentioned about the sleeper, and I'm wondering if the sleeper is just like the kind of combination of all these dead people, or if there is like one of the people that are dead that were made into the Gola, is the sleeper being me being the main character. I'm not too sure.
Indeed, you are a refinement. Your compulsion doesn't drive you to madness as it did the ones who came before you. You have a great
Say that, but I did
deal
like
of
pop someone's eye
imprinting.
out at one point.
You can learn skills that take decades to develop in a short amount of time. And, fascinatingly, you don't have the appearance of whoever you are originally grown from. Perhaps that is the clue. You must have been someone with a recognizable face. The Bene Tleilax are forced to hide you in plain sight.
So from what I understand, for skill trees, I believe I've maxed out the soldier, the Bene Gesserit, I've maxed out. I've done the planetarium. I think I did. I think I've got like 4 of the skill trees maxed. I think, or 5. I can't remember. I think Swordmaster I was on level 2. I think, or actually I may have complete. I'll have to look at my missions in a sec. So I'm famous. Maybe I am several people
It
combined.
seems highly unlikely. Such experiments would be psychologically unstable.
This is where you throw in the factor of like the sleeper that they mentioned about. So it's like if it's a bunch of people plus the sleeper.
Ah, it's plausible. You seem designed to be anonymous. Perhaps we can discover the answer together. Recently, there has been a string of murders in Arrakis. The victims have all been my agents at one time or another. A Tleilax retaliation for your efforts on my behalf. My chief inspector believes so. Travel to Arrakis. Find my investigator in the Imperial Consulate. He'll be thrilled to have the help.
That way it's gonna actually let me shoot in Arrakis. Unless it's like loads up a separate server to where you can actually shoot. If not, like if it does let me start shoot, that'd be interesting. But at the same time, it's more likely going to be like, actually, the real person's at the Haggard Basin, or it's going to be like some crash site, or some story element, or something, or some station that I'm supposed to go to.
I expect nothing but excellence from you. Report to Alara when you are done. I will continue research into your origins.
Like, he probably knows more than he's saying. Arkeen, Dune Walker. I'd love it if I get to go there and just essentially wipe everything out. Like, the game's decided it's gonna like, okay, it saved itself. I guess this
What have you
tells
learned?
me that I haven't finished the Swordmaster part.
Yes? Yes, the subtle changes in your stance and posture tell me the story. You are ready to unlock new strata of your potential.
I mean, they did say that how it's weird how I tuned to all these different techniques and like the skill trees, right? And it wouldn't make sense then if like I have like parts of sword masters and stuff already in me to make it so I
You're
become
right.
like a war
You've
machine.
proven yourself. I have nothing to hold my tongue but cowardice, and that would be an unworthy demonstration for a pupil. I once trained young adepts of Ginaz. When our house fell, Count Fenring contracted me to come to Kaitain and train students from the Sardaukar. As I trained them, something in their arrogance and soulless brutality disturbed me. I investigated their origins. I learned things about Salusa Secundus I should not know.
Things I have been like advised by like BB to like actually look at the like actually watch the Dune movies. I don't think I'd read the books, to be honest. Dune movies I could do, but I don't like. It'd probably be like a movie in the background while I'm doing stuff. At the very least, I know it's going to be in English. The only problem is going to be the names are going to throw me off quite hard. To be honest, that happens naturally when I watch stuff. It's like I've had like colleagues that have had simple names like Emily or sort of Josh, and it's taken me like a whole like few months to actually recognize their names.
I'd rather not say out in the open. Count Fenring discovered my prying and offered a choice. A duel to the death, or execution. He said he must test himself against the best. We fought. I lost. He took my eyes with a dagger. I could hear him popping them betwixt his fingers.
I've done that to
I'll
someone.
never forget
game.
his words. Though the Emperor wills it, it would be a crime against the Imperium to destroy a teacher such as you. Dumped me, wretched and mutilated in the purgatory of these Harco village streets. I assume he has eyes watching me in my freakish defeat. Yeah, but enough of these light-hearted tales.
Like,
I owe you
tales.
training, and you owe me excellence. Let the blade fill your hand. Let the blade become your hand. Be mindful of your breathing, and listen carefully to my words. You nearly had me there. A lesser man would feel threatened. I am a worthy man, and so I take pride in the efficacy of my teachings.
Yeah. The thing is, I don't think that's the end of his
What
missions.
have you learned? Tell me, pupil, why do you wish to match the adepts of Ginaz?
I be the best by any means. This is for the injustice. With House Ginaz gone. I wish to see the rich traditional tradition survive. There's a violent universe. I may be the one who comes out on top.
Is excellence a means or an end? You must answer that for yourself over time. Now I continue to pass on this grand tradition. You must forge a ceremonial Damasteel sword. I lack this particular knowledge.
Like, I love it if it gives me a thing, a recipe I can keep on making, rather than, like, here's a blueprint.
I know of only one other swordmaster on this planet. My old student, Duncan Idaho. Go to him. See if he can teach you the process.
Like, can I also go to him when
Off
I
you
need
go
to make a
then.
new one? Like, that's the issue with story issues in this game, like story items. It literally becomes useless, some of it. Like, the fucking guy who went to the, I'm forgetting his name. The guy who, like, died from me stabbing him. The guy is supposed to be, like, an outlaw. The guy gives me a dagger that does one hit and then breaks. Like, what's the point of giving me a dagger that breaks once? Like, it breaks in one use. Like, cool, epic, you died. Give me something useful. Then I got like another mission this way. But the thing is, just like, when it comes to this game, it gives you story items, and it's like, yeah, it's cool to have story items and everything, but like, I also like it if it felt like my time was more useful sometimes.
Oh, look, the kitten is back. Do we have business? Other business? That sounds thrilling. Why do you think I'd be interested?
Some rumors and thought not be coy. You'll show her.
I do. All I need is what the contract requires. Zentara's head. I didn't think so. Maybe you should leave that contract with me. I don't think it's worth as much as you think it is. Other business? Then this is goodbye.
But I get to go back to the site to take his head. Oh god, lag. Oh god, I hate this. Let's get away from her as quick as possible. He's getting choppy. Let's leave Haraka Village as fast as we can. That's what I mean though, when it comes to like, yeah, go to like Harako Village and it's either it doesn't lag or it lags, and it does this off stream as well. And then it's like I go to Arrakis and it's like sometimes it lags, sometimes it doesn't. let's just get out of the bed, wake up 3 hours later, and straight back on. Yeah, I kind of like noticed that BB was on Dune, and like that's why I kind of always like they going like, oh, BB's on Dune, I gotta join him. His addictions. I remember like I got like a message of like it was BB going like I noticed you've been on Dune for 8 hours. You gotta stop. And then it was like he said, "How are you even playing? There's an update." And then I was like, "There's an update." Oh, and then that turned into essentially me sort of well, I ended up yeah, I basically like did the update, waited a little bit, and about I went for like 3 hours, uh, just for a short run, while I was essentially just getting beryllium. But during the 3 hour one, I was like trying to make up for some like resources I lost out on. Also, Ham, I'm not sure if you're there. I think I was mainly talking to Y about this. I at one point thought I didn't make the two parts of the assault, or that the game ate the resources. And actually, I put them in a chest. Didn't like realize I put them in a chest, and then remade parts of the assault again. Uh, Thinking that the items the game just despawned. It was like at a time where the game was literally like glitching my character, so I just assumed that the craft had just destroyed the parts, and I was just like, they're going like, that's 140 beryllium that's just gone. I think it's like I'm a bit more like beryllium is became a resource where like it's not fun to get, but I can get. Bastille also technically isn't too bad. I just haven't really got a good way of like getting enough water to like supply to make more plasteel. It's like I'm debating like doing either more like main mission or more house quests, but I'm like debating doing the house quests off stream along with the grinding, and then just maybe on streams focus more like on the main story. It's also I think when I hit about like the 3 hour mark, I'm probably gonna switch to Ark Survival. Because then like, at that point, or I mean, maybe 3 hours is a bit far. If I do like 2.5 hours or something like that of Dune, and then I would go from Dune to Dune Smart Survival. I got it installed, and then hopefully like so. Well, I imagine I'm probably like not gonna be as I would be like getting dinosaurs and stuff, but like I'm not really sure like the best way is getting in. So I'm basically thinking like I'm gonna like for example make a bunch of spears depending on wherever I make up my base, and I was gonna basically just like if I need to like hunt things, I'm assuming Ark Survival doesn't do well with any pathing is my assumption of the game. So I'm assuming right that if you just have like enough spears in your infantry and you're on like a thing where like the enemies can't really reach you, I feel like you could potentially just keep on throwing spears to take out most things. I'm not sure if that's true. Or if I can like, or how costly it is to make survival to sort of craft building supplies for like building basic like foundations and stuff. I'm thinking like what I could also do is kind of like build in a weird way or something, which is going to make a like some temporary base or something where like enemies can't really path to me. I'm assuming. A lot of this is assuming. Like when I was looking up exploits for it, one of the exploits I saw is like join someone's clan and gain XP. Oh god, it's already like crispy to start with. Let's see GPU like go up a bar. let's quickly go to the main mission, and hopefully I don't have to go in the car, the pub or anything. Like, if I have to go there, it's gonna kill my PC a lot more. Also, I saw an achievement that talked about like getting close enough to fix these guys. It's down, but like actually, yeah, it's probably gonna be like in. I can assume this building. And now apparently it's up a little bit. Yeah, I want to progress like this like main story a little bit.
If it isn't Fenring's pet puzzle box. Last we met, there was a Sadaka blade against your throat, and I was debating how best to make you scream.
Yeah, I remember this guy. Was not a good guy. Not very good. No. This guy kind of ass. It's like,
Careful,
oh, you're
prisoner.
suspicious, but I'm not
I
going to do
might
anything.
start thinking you're trying to
then.
scare me.
We get a job done, and then we can get back to our back to threats and promises.
Threats and promises? Sounds about right. Let's get this going before the killer makes a third option.
Now, which one? I assume we both on that like stretch. Also, right now I'm actually wearing compression socks. I obviously bought some. Because it was supposed to like that's the thing that the hospital said they were probably gonna help me source, but I just bought some online. I still actually need to go to like the doctors and then basically make sure my phone number is correct. To be honest, today's been kind of weird. I forgot I organized the housing officer to come on a day where I had a UC meeting. And it ends up like the UC people literally like half an hour before my appointment changed the date. Well, it changed the date to like 3 days from now. And I'm like, okay, but like, could you not just like message me that ahead of time instead of changing it last minute? But again, if you ask me, that's normally government stuff where like they sort of have to make everything spend longer. It's like, for example, they know I've got a job, and then they're like, hey, but like, what about if you have more jobs? And what about like if also you just tell us each every 8 weeks about how your job's going continuously? There's also like, depending on how much I owe, you see giving nothing. So it's like, essentially I'm going in every 8 weeks to maybe or maybe not get money, depending on like if I've done extra hours or if my normal hours are more than enough to pay, pay more than a certain amount. It's fine though.
We don't have time for guesswork, but rushing breeds mistakes, and mistakes mean more blood on the streets. This killer is methodical, precise, and they won't stop until the job's done. There's a pattern to the victims. Find it, and you might catch them in the act. If the killer's still here, and we believe they are, then this is our best and maybe only chance to stop them. And make no mistake, if the Bene Tleilaxu are involved, this isn't just a string of murders. It's a purge, carefully planned and devastating. A threat not only to Arrakis, but to the stability of the entire Imperium.
I'd like to imagine he's like, this killer is very like complex, like he's very smart. Ends up being like some meth head or something like that. Some guy that's like on like doing the sort of sort of lean. It's just like he's like this complex killer. We never know what like anything about this killer, and it's literally being someone that's just going to schizo in a corner.
There is no we. You go out and dig. I stay here and wait for the results.
Like, I'm not sure if it's
Don't
gonna
come
actually let
back
me
empty-handed.
fight them. Without leading this investigation yourself, what can you tell me about the dead agents?
They were competent, trained, and experienced. But skill only gets you so far when someone's watching your every move. They ran into something or someone they didn't expect. That's why they're dead now. No one's been able to stop whatever's behind this yet.
Who
You want suspects? Count Fenring has enemies stacked like sandbags. Some want him dead, some want him ruined, and the rest are just waiting to see which comes first. I am doing that very thing, am I not?
You know what I mean.
The Sheriff of Arrakis has many opinions. One of them is that I should stay out of his way. For now, it's sufficient that I remain in the shadows.
I feel like he's a bit scared to deal with them. Because probably, like, there's a lot of officials that have actually been slowly getting killed, and he's probably a little bit concerned.
You're not Fenring's only pet. He's got a whole shelf of broken things he likes to wind up and watch. Start with the engineer, Austin Lath, on the upper level of the Seleucid Bull. The last two victims were known associates. He must be mixed up in this somehow.
What gets me is, like, occasionally I see OBS have something move, but I'm not sure what it is. I think it's like like a timer on like when, like how long ago something had happened. Is what gets me. I feel like I see something move in my like side vision, and I'm like, they're going like, oh shit, there's a redeem or something going through, and it ends up just being like, sort of, oh, it's 58 minutes ago, it's 59 minutes ago.
He's not out on the floor with the common drinkers, if that's what you're thinking.
Oh god,
Lath sticks to the back rooms. Quiet, curated, and expensive enough to keep the rabble out.
No, there were back rooms.
Of course not. They are restricted to patrons of higher standing than prisoner. You'll have to speak with the barman on the upper level of the Seleucid Bull,
So, like, I'm gonna
Alistair
lag
Chim.
going up there.
Either he or their security man, Ugo Forense, can provide access. Lath had an assistant, Hester Klimt. Talk to her. She's a smart girl, does most of his work, then earns her hazard pay swatting hands from randy officers on the upper level of the Bull. We have a prevailing theory, yes. You've just come from Carthage, have you not? Then you felt it. The way the air there hums. Like the place is still screaming. That wasn't war. Wasn't Harkonnen spite. That was Tleilaxu work. Precise and measured erasure. And these killings bear the same signature.
Okay, so for mention the Alexia, Catherine went up in a riot. Some drunk with a last gun hit a shield.
Makes a tidy cover story, wouldn't you say?
Also adds in 2
The
minutes.
Tleilaxu had a secret foothold under Carthage. You saw it. Hidden labs. Vaults full of nightmares. Things that don't belong on any world. Then someone found it. And when it wasn't secret anymore, they burned the city to cover their tracks.
Who found it? Was it one of the Count's agents?
It would seem that the Tleilaxu believe that, yes. I believe the exact who of it doesn't really matter anymore. For the Tleilaxu, a single breach warrants annihilation. They'll burn the whole house down, just to kill the mouse.
And if they think some mice got away?
Then they're not done burning. They'll keep going house by house, room by room, name by name, until the scent's gone and the ash settles.
Sorry, I got like a cat that's like showing me their belly.
Agent doesn't mean what you think here. Fenring's people aren't all cloak and dagger types. More like a specialized bunch of killers and survivors. You fit in better than you realize.
Then, like, what else do I need to know about?
If only I had a dossier and a drink menu. Find the man. You'll learn more in 5 minutes than I could tell you in 10.
Understood.
Should you require further guidance, return to me.
Okay. I don't know what it was yesterday. I don't know if it was like the heat getting to me. Cause when it comes to my work, I'm literally like, my work has me like at certain points in air-conditioned rooms. Go from like essentially like pretty cool to getting home, and it was literally like a baking oven. And now I need to go down to go up. The sad thing to that is going to be going up also means going into the pub and it's going to lag on computer because that's what it always does.